Flynet Viewer Studio WS is a modern, server-based solution for organisations looking to modernise or migrate host systems such as IBM Mainframe and iSeries, Unix and PIC. Flynet Viewer Studio WS allows you to modernise and rationalise your heritage system environment, providing web services for your existing terminal application systems.
Flynet Viewer Studio WS is the low-risk answer to host system modernisation and migration, making your journey manageable, predictable and achievable. You can modernise terminal-based applications, turning them into modern web services without changing the underlying app. Studio WS allows you to create services that offer safe and secure access to the powerful business rules and data in your existing terminal applications. Once your terminal applications are freed as web services, you can create a whole new raft of modern applications and integrations. All of this without compromising your terminal application integrity.
Flynet Viewer Web Services offer sophisticated terminal application interactions. Web services can inquire, drill down into lists, edit existing data, add new data, stateless or state-aware, and much more, all while leaving your host application security and auditing intact. Flynet Viewer TE connects to a wide range of host systems: IBM mainframes, IBM iSeries, Unix, Linux and VMS style systems, Tandem Nonstop and Dell Unikix, and PIC and Multivalue. Securing information systems is of ever-increasing importance.
With Flynet Viewer, organisations sidestep all the security issues of plugins, allowing the browser to be more secure. The web standards conforming Flynet Viewer application can easily be protected behind a web application firewall.
The data flow throughout the system can be encrypted and made secure. HTTPS can be used between the browser and Flynet Viewer server. Two-factor authentication, single sign-on and user directory integration are a few of the ways Flynet Viewer can help secure your solution. Communication between Flynet Viewer server and host systems can be encrypted using the latest SSL, TLS and SSH protocols. You start the creation journey by recording your terminal application. This captures screen structure, interactions and navigation.
The next step is to import your recording into Flynet Viewer Studio, where you name your screens and set up recognition rules.
Field mapping is the process of identifying data and labels on your screen. A wizard makes this process quick and easy for complex screens. However, for simple screens you can manually mark up the fields as necessary. When you map data fields, Viewer Studio automatically determines the ID of the field by examining the screen. For unlabeled fields, you can manually enter your own ID. Data labels are mapped in the same way.
For more involved screens, a wizard automates the process of mapping. First of all, you'll assume the title area of the screen. You can fine-tune the auto-mapping tools for your host's application style. You then identify the data areas of the screen, then review and correct any automation errors. Next are the message areas of your screen. And finally, the function or hotkey areas of the screen. Data fields are automatically associated with their labels. An editor allows you to review and update associations if necessary.
Using your recognition, field maps and the original recording, Flynet Viewer Studio builds a navigational matrix around your host application. This allows the almost effortless creation of sophisticated workflows and navigational tasks.
A wizard then helps you through the process of taking your screen and field definitions and turning them into web services. You are prompted for various global properties that you would like to be applied to your service, such as the home screen and default navigation keys. Another wizard pulls you through the creation of a specific web method or task. First, you are asked for the screens you wish to include in your web method. Then you are asked which I/O method you would like to use for your screens. For example, inquiry only, add new or edit existing data. Along with the navigation type, such as standard application screen, drill down list, or self-contained search. Stringing your screens together inside a task container like this is all that is needed to define your web service.
Once your web service is defined, you can graphically review the logic for each method. The Web Service Logic Viewer presents a state diagram, reflecting the various stages and flow throughout your web methods.
Yet another wizard guides you through the process of generating your web service.
If you are interested in deeper customization, this is where you can make choices such as which version of Microsoft.NET you would like to work with, and which version of Microsoft Visual Studio. Your solution is generated using templates. If you need to change how your application is created at a code level, you can modify the templates. The wizard builds the generated code ready for you to use. Especially useful for those who do not wish to get involved with the code at all. An integrated unit tester allows you to test and debug your web services. Test value sets can be stored and reused throughout your testing schedule. The unit tester takes you step by step through the execution of your web service. You can see the terminal application, the state of your web service, take notes, and even nudge screens past erroneous steps so that you can test the code from end to end. You can then view the results and review the test. Flynet Viewer Studio adheres to an open code philosophy. Your generated application source code is available for customization, and in fact, we encourage it. You can easily open your solution in your favorite version of Microsoft Visual Studio. The generated code is laid out as an N-tier solution using the MVC design pattern. If you need to change a piece of back-end technology, you can interchange these components with no impact on users or clients.
The code is neatly separated into layers and is well documented throughout. You can click on a step in the logic diagram and be taken to the source code that implements that step. The Studio plugin also makes it easy to override default code to implement custom behavior. These protected base class overrides make it easy to keep your customizations through repeated regenerations of your web service.
Once your web services are in place, you can use them in many different ways. You can use them for integration, data synchronization, analytics, websites, and much more. The developer and end user consuming the web service do not need to be aware that a terminal application is in use anywhere. You can link dashboards into live data, using your host system as the single source of truth. You can pull through data easily into Excel and onto web pages. You can safely and securely open up the great functionality and data of your host application to a whole new range of audiences. Flynet Viewer Studio WS is a modern, server-based solution for organizations looking to modernize or migrate host systems such as IBM Mainframe and iSeries, Unix and PIC. Flynet Viewer Studio WS allows you to modernize and rationalize your heritage system environment, providing web services for your existing terminal application systems.